Hello and welcome around to this NostalgiaCraft replay. It's been quite some time, just checking OBS is actually recording. It is, and hopefully the audio is good because I tested it and it's alright, so yeah, let's get to it. Let's just lower the volume on my headphones here. The music sounds kind of loud actually. Does it sound volume? No, it looks alright to me. Must just be me just not used to Warcraft 3 anymore because it's been about 2-ish weeks. So yeah, unfortunately exam period has started. I have finished about half my exams, just finished my second one today, and yeah, I have a couple of days before my next one, so I might as well just cast a game. I did not put the overlay, apologies. This is going to be a NostalgiaCraft once again. It's been some time since I've done NostalgiaCraft. Been doing a lot of Nettie's Ladder. I was thinking maybe I should try dabble into Golden Cup, but yeah, all the games just being cast back to Warcraft. So why? Yeah, there's really no reason for me to actually do it. So might as well just go back to these old ones. As yeah, I am looking forward to this one actually. It is going to be between Happy and TH. Happy spawning in as the yellow undead player in the top left, and TH spawning in as the blue human player in the top right. It is going to be a Mountain King versus Death Knight first here, as it seems like Happy just going for the TED opening here. Yeah, the map is interesting. It is called Death Trap. Oh yeah, I even forgot to say which game this is from. This is from the WC3L Season 15. That was played around, I think, May of 2009. So yeah, it's a long time ago. I think this is the oldest replay of NostalgiaCraft so far, and I am looking forward to it. This is a game 1 of the losers finals, I believe. It says finals, but I'm pretty sure it's losers finals because as far as I can tell, Happy's from EG, which is Evil Genius, and Though represents Mouse Esports, so the only matchups they actually had during the playoffs was during losers finals, so yeah, I'm going to assume that is that. So like I said, oldest replay so far for NostalgiaCraft. I think the other old ones were basically 2011 WCG, which is actually not as old as I think about it. But either way, Death Trap, there's a lot of gold mines, that's what I have immediately realized. Could be potentially good for TH if he goes for an expand or not. Mountain King first is kind of interesting as well because it seems rather very aggressive kind of hero pick here. We'll see how he does it because as far as I remember, Mountain King first was something to deal with stuff like Blade Masters, Liches, but this time around it is versus a Death Knight. So I'm curious to see whether or not this Mountain King has any specific purposes. I think the sound effect's a little too loud maybe. I don't know, it might just be me. I'll just keep it like that for now. Level 2 for the Mountain King. Death Knight's still running around level 1. Hasn't put a point into ability just yet as far as I can tell. Could be Death Coil, it could just be that he is waiting, but it's probably just going to be that Death Coil. Tier 2 is halfway done for Happy as he is going for a second Crypt actually, so very interesting. I don't think it's mass ghouls. Possibly it could be double gargoyles, I guess, because yeah, TH doesn't have that many good answers to air units just yet, and it doesn't seem like he's gonna have any for quite some time unless he builds a lot more towers than this one arcane. But gargoyles don't seem to be that bad. Of course, it's gonna take quite some time to actually kill those footmen. But maybe those gargoyles will go after those peasants instead. We shall see. Mountain King just gonna keep on farming. I mean, this is exactly what TH would love for it to happen. Happy not being rather aggressive, he's just going to take that to his advantage and farm as happily as possible. Mountain King does love that level 3, level 5 benchmark. Tier 2 is halfway done for TH as well. So far just the lumber mill, nothing too indicative of what he's actually going to go for. Could just be standard double arcane. But yeah, I honestly can't tell. This is 2009. I don't actually have any memory of watching any 2009 replays, so I don't know if the meta actually was the same back then. So yeah, holding my breath right now. Boots of Speed, TP staff for the Mountain King. He is going to hit level 3 after clearing out this green creep camp here, as the gold mine in the middle is going to be cleared out by Happy, who did hit level 2 with his Death Knight. Taskmaster should fall as well, dropping, I believe, a level consumable item. No, it's going to be a rather good item actually. Ring Regen will be picked up. There we go. On top of Unholy Aura, that's going to be a very, very tough Death Knight to kill. Oh, and we do indeed see those gargoyles, as I believe the Mountain King did go for some harassment here. So gargoyles are indeed confirmed, and we actually have Castle Tech on the way. So Castle Tech, possibly to counteract those gargoyles with Griffin Aviary. I think that's what it's called, Griffin Aviary, right? Right. Yeah, it should be Griffin Aviary. Whether or not he's gonna go Griffins or if he's just gonna go Dragonhawk Riders, I still have no idea. Blood Mage second, typical second hero to follow up with the Mountain King. It's either the Blood Mage for instantaneous, like, well, not instantaneous, but just a mana battery, or the Archmage, which is a pretty solid second hero, kind of like a pseudo mana battery with the Brilliance Aura, but yeah, not as efficient as the Siphon or the Siphon mana that the Blood Mage offers. Stormbolt into the Death Knight's face with a Ring Regen. It's going to take quite some time for him to actually fall, but with that thick footman wall, it is going to force him to TP scroll out, and that is going to be a TP scroll burnt there. And yeah, all the initiative has kind of been lost for Happy, honestly. He was going to try and take advantage of very little anti-air, but now that the attack has been thwarted and the guard towers have been completed, it's going to be rather difficult to actually make these gargoyles work, actually. And of course, I didn't touch on this, Blood Mage can go for the Banish Stormbolt combo. Yeah, it's actually kind of tough as an undead player to deal with, because it kind of almost one-shots whoever gets hit by that combo. I believe, I don't know about level 3 or level 2 Stormbolts, but I'm pretty sure level 3 Stormbolts with a level 1 Banish, I'm pretty sure that's a one-shot kill for those Crypt Fiends. Maybe Banish, I don't know if Banish levels actually matter or not, but yeah, level 3 Stormbolt should do the trick. And that's probably going to be the main reason why we're not going to see any Crypt Fiends coming out for Happy. He's going to go transitioning into a double Slaughterhouse instead, unsummoning the second Crypt, and we should probably be seeing maybe a good number of A-bombs. I'm not sure if Destroyers is actually a smart idea or not, because we do see that Griffin Aviary, at least one of the Griffin Aviary there. Kind of interesting. We usually see a second one to follow up, but considering how TH doesn't actually have an expansion, it is kind of costly to produce out of 2 bases. But as I say that, I mean, he did just clear out this gold mine, so we might just be seeing that expansion come out. Dragonhawk Riders are starting to pop out for TH. Not a good number to deal with that many gargoyles just yet, but yeah, give him some time. Give him some time. Tier 3 nearly done. Obsidian statues being mass produced here, so it is going to be Mass Destroyers focused. Again, I'm not sure how well that's going to be versus Dragonhawk Riders. Maybe those gargoyles can kind of put pressure on these guys, but yeah, I'm still not convinced that Destroyers is probably going to be that good, maybe? I don't know. It seems rather rather weird. I mean, obviously destroyers can attack back. So there's that. I'm pretty sure they can't be shackled either, so maybe Dragonhawk Riders aren't that great against destroyers. We'll have to see. Only time will tell. I just forgot that this is not an eddy, so I don't have the population and resources on the top left. 37 versus 42. Happy is slightly ahead. 5 supply ahead. He does have his Lich out. Was looking to farm this Troll Warlord camp here, but it seems like the human presence might be a little bit problematic. Stormbolt actually gets hit after the Death Coil, which is kind of bad because the Gargoyle. Yeah, the Death Coil didn't heal him up to maximum. I think it healed him up before he even took major damage, so that was kind of a waste of Death Coil there, but again, it didn't seem like it mattered too much as the Mountain King was forced to TP staff back home. Troll Warlord is not getting killed. Probably a bit of a mistake. One Dragonhawk Rider gets traded for a couple of these Gargoyles. Frost Nova onto the second Dragonhawk Rider, and that is going to be a dead Dragonhawk Rider for TH. Stormbolt to kill one of those ghouls, but it is not looking good for the human player. Oh, nasty Death Coil combo. Nova Coil combo onto the Blood Mage, and he will fall at level 1. That is just a level 2 Death Coil and a level 1 Frost Nova, but that was quite a lot of damage considering he was still just level 1. Gargoyles still getting picked off one by one by those single Stormbolts there by the Mountain King, but yeah, it's not looking good for TH. Oh, he's standing. He's holding by a thread with his towers. He also picked up an Orb of Fire, which is not something you see all that often, but it's understandable considering how many gargoyles are in the air. So splash damage is probably good. One of the guard towers actually gets taken down. It seems like the second one will follow as well. Only one gargoyle was taken down during that siege, and it seems like yeah, just gonna back off for now. Don't know why he's backing off. He still has plenty of units available, and only one Arcane Tower is alive versus just a level 1 Paladin, a level 3 Mountain King, and just a single Arcane Tower. So here we go, shackle onto the Gargoyle there, but it's probably not going to do too much as the Dragonhawk Rider has no one to support him aside from those heroes who just can't seem to do enough for that Orb of Fire splash damage. And that will be the Arcane Tower taken down, but these guard towers are on the way, so Happy needs to deal with these very quickly, otherwise, yeah, his flyers would actually take quite a bit of damage, but it seems like they are able to answer in time, and they will be able to take down all the constructed turrets there. Dragonhawk able to take down the final Gargoyle, but like I said before, those destroyers were able to take down the tower, and it seems like very little resistance is possible for TH. Surprisingly enough, more gargoyles are being trained up. I'm not sure if stone form has been researched, but probably a good way to actually soak up some damage there. But yeah, just more gargoyles, more statues coming in on the way. Supply is currently 53 versus TH's 40. That is very, very bad because it's basically just his heroes defending against this, as well as, I guess, a couple of Dragonhawks, but they are just getting killed very quickly with the Nova Coil combo. Mana Siphon from that Death Knight in, probably going to transfer over to the Mountain King, maybe. Dragonhawks, once again, trying their best to shackle these Gargoyles, but there's just so many other threats to deal with that, yeah, it's just, they just can't kill those Gargoyles in time. Frost Nova finish off the Blood Mage once again. And yeah, it's gonna go back to the siege. Mountain King could potentially pick up these low hit point gargoyles there. I mean, it's so difficult to deal with these destroyers right now. Mountain King just doesn't seem to do enough damage to make any difference. It seems like the statues are doing a good job healing up those destroyers there. Yeah, all it can do is just pick off these gargoyles with Stormbolt, which is, yeah, it's not great, because that's what those Dragonhawks are supposed to do. It's not, but then again, it's not like the Mountain King can Stormbolt those destroyers. There we go. Staff of Sanctuary is going to save one of those Dragon Orcs at least. Too bad it can't actually save any of these heroes. Paladin might fall. It seems like it. Death Knight is going to get that killing blow. And the Pally will fall at level 1. Blood Mage finally hits level 2, so Banish is a possibility, but who to banish, honestly? It's just heroes left. I guess he could banish the Gargoyles, but Stormbolt already one-hit KOs them anyway. Mountain King, he is getting very, very low. The Blood Mage does not have a Staff of Sanctuaries, so if this Mountain King falls, TH is kind of in a bad spot. Ooh, one more hit, 2 more hits, and that is going to be the Mountain King down at level 3. That is going to get level 5 over to the Death Knight. Blood Mage seems to follow as well, and what a disaster for TH. Yeah, all heroes down. We have quite a lot of Dragon Orc Riders actually saved up here, but 5 Dragon Orcs versus 4 Destroyers, 2 statues, and the 2 heroes. I don't know if that's equal battle for those Dragon Orc Riders. But TH is still queuing up those Dragon Orcs, and it seems like he will pick up the Mountain King at the Tavern, and the Pally will probably follow at the altar since he is level 1. This expansion is pretty much done now. No more peasants alive. Town Hall is going to follow very soon. But yeah, needs to be a little careful, Happy, because his opponent, TH, has massed up quite a number of flyers themselves, so we'll see how it goes on from here, but Happy's doing a good job, at least getting a good number of hero kills. Rather questionable to see that second crypt already. He just unsummoned that like 5-7 minutes ago. But yeah, the return of the second crypt, I'm not sure what it is used for. But yeah, that was the thing before it just got cancelled. Just more gargoyles on the way. I guess he wanted to get more gargoyles, but he just couldn't. Dark Ranger comes out as the third and final hero for the Undead comp. Interesting. I was expecting maybe I was expecting Nagasiwich just because of the burst, spell burst that they could have done, but Dark Ranger I guess makes sense with the silence and all that. The only problem I see is that there's so many targets to hit with silence. I don't know how well the Dark Ranger is going to perform with just so many silence targets to hit. Cloud was being used to try and give that Mountain King some freeway, but it seems like interfering gargoyles will force the Dragon Orc Rider to shackle instead. Doesn't seem like it matters as the gargoyle was picked up, but yeah, these two heroes are starting to farm themselves. Pally has a level 2, so I believe he has Divine Shield, so he'll be able to stay alive himself for quite a bit of time. Picks up +6 claws as well. That could be given over to the Mountain King, or it could be given over to the Blood Mage since he is ranged. But either way, TH is still in this, despite losing a lot in the mid game. 50 versus 56. Bit problematic for Happy. He is losing quite a bit of gold to upkeep, and only 2k gold left on both gold mines. So yeah, a bit problematic if this continues to happen. So he should probably expand himself, or he just goes for an all-in, which probably not a good idea. I do see him expanding, but yeah, to when he's gonna do that, I have no idea. Mountain King just being a big hassle right now. Able to pick up a ghoul kill as well as disrupt the gold mine line here. It's probably going to be forced to TP staff once again. Oh, it's actually a TP scroll. Okay, never mind. I was wondering, couldn't the Dark Ranger silence the TP staff? But I don't know if that works that way. I don't know if silence can work on items, but either way, it didn't seem like it mattered because the TP scroll was used instead of the TP staff. So yeah, didn't matter in the end. Level 3 for the Blood Mage. I'm pretty sure that's level 2 Mana Siphon just to get that increased speed in transferring and draining. And the Pally should be very close to level 3 as well. He is very, very close. Mana King picks up the Greater Mana Potion, which I don't know if that's necessary since you do have the Blood Mage, but just in case the Blood Mage does get picked off or just can't afford to Mana Siphon, probably a good item. Death Coil, oh, Nova Coil on most of those Dragon Hawks, and it seems like they're just going to turn around and shackle the Gargoyles instead. Holy Light is being used to pick off these Gargoyles as well, but it seems like the TP Scroll will be used by Happy instead, so he probably didn't expect to get turned around so suddenly. He lost pretty much all his Gargoyles there, and as you can see, Griffin Riders actually joined the fray as well. Not too useful against Destroyers since they are indeed magic immune, but these guys should be able to deal a lot of damage to those Gargoyles, and possibly even heroes. So, yeah, if TH continues to add Dragonhawks to his army comp, on top of those Griffins, I think his army would look pretty well. Otherwise, I expect him to just make Griffins. Which if that's the case, I have no idea how he's going to deal with those Destroyers. Upgrades are +2, +1 attack and armor. I think the Animal War Trains as well. I think so. So, yep. TH pulling all the stops. Hasn't continued researching, but I believe he will do that eventually. Maybe if he expands or not. But surprising thing is that Happy hasn't expanded yet, which is kind of worrisome because he only has, as you can see, 500 gold left in his gold mine. He is either forced to all in, or he's forced to just play with whatever units he has right now, and that's it. If he loses it, they're gone for good. Renegade Wizard is going to drop an Ankh of Reincarnation, so probably a very good item in this kind of scenario because a death could mean the game, so having that second life is going to be very, very useful. Nova Coil once again onto the Dragonhawk Rider there, and it seems like the Dragonhawk Riders, again, rinse and repeat, just going to turn around and pick up these Gargoyles. Huge fight is ensuing. The Griffin Riders are focusing so much on that Lich, who is at level 5, is going to be forced to TP scroll out, as Happy is going to lose himself the Dark Ranger, who somehow found herself in the back line, and yeah, that was pretty bad. Dark Ranger level 3, not a particularly cheap revival there, but then again, any of his heroes dying can result in a pretty expensive cost. The Lich is already level 5, Death Knight is already level 5, Dark Ranger is getting there herself, compared to TH, who is probably going to hit level 5 with his Mountain King here, or I guess not, as it seems like the... Oh no, I think he might be able to get it. Okay, never mind, he was 5 points away. Yeah, Mountain King almost going to hit level 5, Blood Mage and Paladin is going to hit level 4 very soon. So, yeah, it's not looking good for Happy. He can't seem to gain that edge that he had before with 2 level 5 heroes. So if that's gonna be the case when TH gets his heroes to similar levels, it's not gonna look well for the Undead player, despite being in such a dominant position in the early to mid game. It's just not working out well for him, and it seems like he's just going to choose to unsummon his buildings instead of expanding maybe? No, it seems like he is going to expand. Okay. Kind of curious he chose to unsummon all his slaughterhouses instead of the crypt, but it's really weird. Really, really weird. Acolytes, well, they're playing chicken whether or not they want to expand or not, but here comes TH with his Mountain King right in the front, which is kind of funny. Has spotted the undead army. Supply is at 58 versus 50, so despite the supply advantage for Happy, TH doesn't seem like he is afraid with his 2 heroes. As soon as I say that, his heroes get chunked by a lot. Silence actually lasting quite a bit as well. Mannequin down to half health is going to get healed up with the Holy Light of the Pally, which is really good. He also has the Greater Healing Potion if he needs it. Medallion of Courage is, yep, probably the best dual attribute item for the Pally. Still interested to see that Close Attack +6 onto the Pally. I would have expected that to be given over to the other two heroes, but yeah, so far not the case. Also, something to note is that the Blood Mage does not have a Staff Sanctuary for himself, so no triple staff just yet. Whether or not he's going to do it or not, I have no idea, but you can see there Stormbolt, Holy Light combo onto the Gargoyle. Sadly, I don't think the Gargoyles are that much of a threat. The Dragonhawks can deal with them fine by themselves. It's these Destroyers that are a problem, because if the Dragonhawks are preoccupied dealing with those Gargoyles, who is going to deal with those Destroyers? Griffins are doing a very nice job of going after those statues and heroes. Already taking down one statue is a really good thing in my honest opinion, and it seems like the Lich, who did get banished into possibly a Stormbolt here, nope, might have to wait for the next round, but so far it seems like Dragonhawks are being traded for these Griffins, Gargoyles. The Blood Mage gets taken down at level 4, which is a bit of a surprise considering how the other two heroes literally have the Staff of Sanctuary to save him, but I don't think TH had enough micro to actually save him there. Is gonna Sanctuary the Griffin from death. Seems like Paladin is going to get silenced before the Divine Shield is able to be activated, but TP Scroll just in time is going to save him from almost certain death. So Mannequin is Blood Mage is being revived through the altar here. It seems like TH didn't exactly like that tower placement and will immediately take care of it. Expansion, of course, for both sides in fact. But this one is being attacked by Happy, and Happy is probably gonna get this one because TH is not actually doing anything to react to it whatsoever. So easy kills here for the undead player. Not enough experience to get level 4 to the Dark Ranger, but it's contributing to the Death Knight, who is very close to level 6, as well as the Lich, who has passed that halfway point. Death and Decay, I don't know how useful Death and Decay is going to be. I don't know how useful Raise the Dead is going to be, because I don't think either of those abilities hit flying units. Even if they did, even if Death and Decay did hit flying units, they're so quick that they can just walk out of it. So yeah, it's really questionable question. Yeah, it's a really questionable case whether or not any of these level 6 heroes are going to pick up their ultimate abilities or not. If the Dark Ranger does, she will definitely take Charm, but yeah, I don't know if the DK or the Lich is going to pick up the ultimates or not.
A player's forces are under attack.
Meanwhile, for TH, Mannequin is at level 5, so he does have that absolutely devastating level 3 Stormbolt plus Banish combo. Sadly, there's not many great targets to actually hit with that combo. It's just the heroes, honestly. That's pretty much it. Destroyers can't be hit. I don't think any Gargoyles are going to be made anytime soon. There we go. Blood Mage is not anywhere close to banishing anyone, but the turnaround Frost Nova onto those Dragonhawks there. Dragonhawk number 1 is trying to shackle the Gargoyle as best it can, but it seems like the Destroyers and the Dark Ranger has something to say about it. Another pretty good Frost Nova actually hitting those heroes as well, so TH is actually choosing to stay and fight this. Oh my god, that was a level 4 Dark Ranger, but she just got completely annihilated with the Stormbolt, Holy Light. I don't even think Banish was even used, but either way, that was an absolute assassination on that hero. Yikes. If that's ever gonna happen, I don't think the Dark Ranger will actually hit level 6 at all this game, if she's gonna get focus fire like that from now on. Another expansion. at the same place. I mean, Happy's being undisturbed,
A player's forces are under
and
attack.
yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. I don't exactly know who's in the lead. TH seems to be pretty crippled right now. 28 supply versus 47 of Happy's. So despite him like killing the Dark Ranger in less than like 2 seconds, his army supply is not looking that great. And he is not producing any more units. He is spending his time trying to build up that town hall again. Again, remember, he did run out of gold like 7-8 minutes ago, so he is forced to make do with what he has, trying to speed build this great hall, town hall as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's a weird place to be in for the human player here. Mountain King still running around with level 5. It seems like the Pally is going to join the human tri-hero here, and maybe they'll look for some easy pickings, although if they're gonna look for acolytes, I'm pretty sure the Mountain King is good by himself. But it seems like the Gargoyle actually chooses to donate itself in transit here, and that will be an easy Gargoyle kill. Death Coil onto the Dragonhawk Rider there is going to get Sanctuary back home, as a Stormbolt Holy Light was able to pick up yet another Gargoyle. Just hit and runs tactics from TH, able to slowly whittle down his opponent. Will he go for an assassination here on the Dark Ranger? It doesn't seem like it, as currently the Dark Ranger silenced the 2 main components, the 2 main damage dealers of TH, so it's not looking good for him so far. But silence is worn off, so it could definitely turn around and maybe burst down the Dark Ranger before her silence comes back, but it seems like the Holy Lights are just going to be used for healing the Mountain King, and the Pally is probably going to get Sanctuary back home. Yikes, that level 3 Stormbolt is slowly starting to rack up on that Death Knight. He is level 6, and it seems like he did take level 3 Unholy Aura. That Divine Shield is lasting a huge amount of time, but it seems like it's going to wear out right now. Lich does have mana for a Frost Nova if he wants to slow down his opponent, but it seems like he is just going to wait for a better opportunity, I guess. Where's the Ankh? Okay, the Ankh has been given over to the Dark Ranger, so even if the Dark Ranger does get focused down, she does have that second life if she needs it. Dragonhawk yet again gets comboed down. Yeah, this game's pretty much just about hero combos right now. Nova Coil just doing work as usual. Banish Stormbolt into Holy Light as well as probably more damage than the undead Nova Coil. Although I'm not sure about Nova Coil plus Fork Lightning, but yeah, it's a lot of damage, especially with the amplification of Banish. Let's see where the target is going to go for. It seems like the main target is the Death Knight, but with the Blood Mage, oh, so close, is going to live with 10 health here, going to get Sanctuary back home. He did have a health pot just in case if he needed it. Stormbolt, yet again going after that Death Knight, is going to force the TB Scroll from him, and that is going to be the undead player retreating. He was at half health before the TP Scroll initiated, so yeah, if that TP Scroll didn't actually happen, Death Knight probably would have got him bursted down from then, I guess, because that would have probably put him at like 20-25% health, and then the Pally probably could have Holy Lighted him as well, and then yeah, just hard to deal with. Invuln gonna get picked up here. Not gonna pick up another Scroll of Healing, no Armor Scroll either, so just the Invuln, and it seems like the Invuln is just going to be for the Death Knight, as the other two have means of keeping themselves alive. Oh, Pally. I mean, Pally has absolutely no risk whatsoever because he can just Divine Shield up, has spotted this expansion, and it seems like he's going to look for some free Acolyte kills here. Just nothing you can do at this point. The Pally, all you have to do is body block the Paladin, but it's so hard to body block something that is invulnerable. so you can't actually like right click it because you'll just get an error. Paladin able to pick up 2 kills. Was going to get 3, but Divine Shield wore off, so he's just going to TP staff back home. Happy is actually researching addict training for his Banshees, so Banshees probably a good idea to deal with the Mountain King Paladin combo, I guess. But I mean, then again, the shield probably won't save from like 100% of the damage that is going to come out. I think the damage kind of overkills the shield, maybe. We'll have to wait and see, as the Acolyte's once again getting attacked here, and Happy not going to go for the counter attack, rather just going to defend his base, which is, I guess at this point, the only hope that you can have, because yeah, that is basically the only source of income. Nova Coil onto the Mountain King here. He still has the invuln if he needs it, and that is just so demoralizing. Seeing all that damage you've worked so hard for just get healed up so instantaneously. But yeah, this game's still going on. Armor supply is at 51 versus 44. I believe the Mountain King, Mountain King did not pop the invuln. Rather, the Dark Ranger was momentarily banished from the physical realm, obviously. Griffins joining and Griffins dying as usual, I guess. TH not doing a very good job conserving his units, despite having double Sanctuary, which is... honestly, what's the point of even having this item if you don't save as many units as possible? Blood Mage still not picking up a Sanctuary for himself either, but then again, that is a pretty expensive item to pick up, so I don't blame him, but I do blame TH for not. It seems like he's not sanctuarying as many units as he should be. So we shall see. The green bubbles are starting to show up here, hitting the heroes as well. Probably not worth hitting those gargoyles because there's just so many of them, I guess. Actually, no, there's no gargoyles whatsoever. Interesting. You obviously can't hit those destroyers, I'm pretty sure. You can hit the statues, but then again, statues can't get storm bolted, so there's probably no point. Interesting. Surprisingly enough, Dark Ranger's not actually getting bubbled either. But then again, she does have the second life if she needs it. Paladin, once again, going to harass. He is going to take down 4 out of 5 Acolytes there. Seems like Happy is not content with this at all. He is going to go for an immediate attack here. TP staff from the Paladin is going to try and contribute to the defense. And yeah, with Mass Destroyers versus Mass Hippogriffs, Mass Griffins and Dragonhawk Riders. Don't know what came over me there. Hippogriffs? Yeah, we'll see how well this does. 48 versus 47. Supply is pretty even, but it doesn't seem like that to me. Of course, this is home turf as well for TH, and his heroes are seemingly a lot stronger than Happy's, so it's a bit of a concern for the undead player. And look at those Griffins, that's so many Griffins actually. Nova Coil onto the Griffins there as they toss their hammers against that Dark Ranger. Banshees, doesn't seem like enough Banshees to go for more green bubbles. The last of the Dragonhawks get picked up here, as it seems like the Death Knight being banished and then constantly being hammered by those Griffins is going to fall at level 6, and it seems like the Dark Ranger will follow suit, but she does have that second life. It seems like the next target is indeed the Lich, just going after every single hero right now. You can see just a bunch of animals going after that Lich, but thankfully the Lich does have the invuln, so he will live for quite some, for a little bit, but the Dark Ranger gets sniped once again. And it doesn't seem like that is going to be a long-lasting game, as I believe GG from Happy, or maybe not GG at all. That is going to be game. So yeah, despite getting a really good early to mid game. Happy just could not finish, and yeah, the game just went on far too long here. Level 6, level 6, level 5. Unfortunately, she didn't hit her ultimate ability for Charm. Level 5, level 5, level 5 for TH. I mean, this combo is just nasty. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this replay of NostalgiaCraft, and I will see you guys again next time, whenever.